Welcome back to another Real Talk reaction. This one is for the Watchmen, Season 1, Episode number 3.
Yes. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and leaving so many comments. I know we posted the Watchmen a little bit later. We got to a little bit later in the week.
Yeah.
If you guys want to check it out as early as possible, check out our Patreon. We
sure.
have both full reactions and early reactions that get posted much earlier.
Yeah.
But needless to say, we absolutely appreciate all the comments. I was super excited to see how many guys stopped by to leave your insight.
It's incredible.
It was very difficult picking which comments we wanted to feature this week. But all of them are definitely appreciated, and we did read through all of those. So thank you again.
Yeah, appreciate it.
So the first comment I wanted to feature is from Jordan Matthews, who says, as far as the timeline is considered, the history in the show is the same as real history up until about 1938. So if anything happens before 1938, it's probably going to be history that actually happened for real, like the Tulsa Massacre and World War I propaganda flyers. However, the alternate timeline begins in 1938 because that's when the very first superhero started. That superhero is Hooded Justice, who was in that TV show that all the characters were watching.
Okay.
Because of superheroes, the U.S. won the Vietnam War, which is why it's a U.S. state. I thought that was a great comment. Put a lot of things in perspective. Please keep those type of comments coming on, especially when we get things wrong.
I mean, don't tell us too much though, but yeah, that's
definitely correct us when we're wrong. Though.
Yeah.
And if there's things that we should know.
What we're talking about.
Yeah. But I thought that was a great comment, so thank you, Jordan.
Okay, all right. I'm starting to get the weaving them all together.
The timeline, especially.
All right, so that guy is legit then. He's for real.
Yeah.
It wasn't just a TV show.
So then Technomaster says at 1 minute 30, he timestamps, I would say go further than wanting to learn about atrocities like the Tulsa Massacre and actually learn. Crap like this keeps happening because people keep on acting like, oh, that's interesting, I will get to it. He followed that up with no disrespect, but in our real world and in the Watchmen world, you as an interracial couple are targets for the same type of hate that would cause this type of event. Not telling you anything you don't know in your daily lives, I'm just saying. I thought that was a great comment. I thought it's very authentic, very real.
I mean, it's only so much stuff you can know about, and you know, unless you're a history like everyday,
especially if they don't,
because there's a lot of history that we do know about. I mean, you just
you
know, some things you do miss, and people don't talk about it, fade away. But yeah, when you find something like this to go back and revisit, 100%. I
thought that was a great comment. Yeah. So, and I didn't feel disrespected at all. So I appreciate that comment.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, I wanted to feature a comment from Kent as well. A little bit longer of a comment, but I absolutely loved his insight to a resource that HBO is providing to provide a little bit more information about the show. Yeah, so I thought that was super interesting. He says, sad thing is the Tulsa Massacre isn't really taught, the largest loss of life in U.S. history to racial violence in one event, and it's likely never to happen in grade schools. It wasn't until college that I heard about it, and even then it was at college, but from a friend headed to the Million Man March and just talking while I was waiting for his group headed there to gather up. So I'm glad this show has sparked knowledge about it.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not sure on the plane dropping TNT. They did drop Molotovs? I don't know what that word is.
Molotov cocktails?
That's what it's, to burn buildings in the Black Wall Street district and had people firing guns from them. And what happened was clearly a conspiracy between the KKK and the city leaders, as not too much time prior to it happening, they appointed the head of the air patrol to a grand wizard of the KKK. Hence the planes which really were used. To quote the Pettypedia page, which is the resource he mentioned you can find on HBO, and this is in quotes, to the credit of all, the facts presented by plaintiffs drawn from final report of the Oklahoma Commission to study the 1921 Tulsa Massacre, February 28, 2001, have never been in dispute by the defendants, the court, or anyone. They've only been willfully forgotten. We recall them again now so that they might be internalized in our conceptualization of who we are and where we came from. And then Kent ended that with HBO slinging some shade at the whitewash of this part of history. I thought that was a great comment. I thought that's a great resource too if you want to get some more information about some of the information on the show.
I mean, what do you mean HBO getting some shade? Throwing shade, whitewashing it. How are they whitewashing it?
No, he's saying about what has happened up until now, that they whitewashed, that it's not in schools and everything else. They basically just left it out. But they did it in a way that's not completely calling them out, but throwing a little shade.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
100%. Last comment is from C. Brooklyn, who says, yes, the Germans actually did drop propaganda leaflets on Black American troops to try to demoralize them and get them to stop fighting for America. They even have copies of some of those leaflets at the Smithsonian. I heard, but haven't confirmed, that the script they were reading that the German was having the lady type was word for word one of those propaganda leaflets. I thought that was super interesting.
Yeah, that's smart too. That's interesting.
I mean, it's super intriguing to me, the level of like detail they're going to present this history that nobody knows. I think it's so good for them.
And then they're interweaving it with action and superhero-ness and HBO-ness. It's
causing all these conversations to take place too. Like seriously, it's super intriguing.
I can see how this was pitched, and I can see how it was like, yeah, let's do this.
Yeah,
for
100%.
HBO. Good job.
And again, please keep those comments going. I am absolutely loving all of your comments. It's definitely helping grasp the show, especially from a timeline perspective.
Yeah, because it's a lot going on. So I'm glad you guys are coming through to sew this up for us, so we can get a narrow view of what's happening. So we can follow along.
Keep dropping by, and we appreciate it. But without further ado, let's get to episode 3 right now.
Yeah.
Complete. You are now transmitting. Pick up the receiver and begin speaking at any time. Dr. Manhattan is listening.
What is happening?
Pay for the fucking doors now! It's an anonymous tip. What? Oh, shit. What if it was the FBI?
Yeah.
What am I investigating?
Chief of police got hung.
Hanged. You knew him?
A little. He's a good man. His wife ran my Senate campaign. Folks assume the 7th Cavalry did it.
But that's not what you assume.
7K always takes credit when they kill a cop, and not a peep from them on this.
You think it was a vigilante?
Sure could be.
Why?
Call it professional jealousy. Vigilantes already see cops as the enemy, now they got mask envy on top.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have put the cops in masks, Joe.
It works. Crime's down 80% in Tulsa since we passed DOPA.
Yeah, there they go on the wall.
Fucking Oklahoma.
What the hell is this?
Oh, it's an excerpt from Rorschach's journal. The cavalry wears his mask, sir. I just thought, for psychological context, you might want to...
Is it the 1980s, Pete?
No, sir.
Then who gives a shit about Rorschach? Next slide. You can't go in there alone.
Fine. I'll take
the kid.
him. Hey there! What are you guys up to? Who the fuck are you? Special Agent Larry Blake. Who the fuck are you? Hired Jenny.
Red Scare.
Wow. Cool.
Cool.
Sir, I'm with the FBI. Are your civil rights being violated?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
These people came into my place of business and they just grabbed me. They didn't read me my rights.
Okay, sorry. I was just kidding. I don't care. I'm looking for someone named Looking Glass. See him there?
What's my name? Looking Glass.
Is Looking Glass one with the shiny mask?
I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck about what's going on.
I'm sorry. I got a seed stuck there or something. You know, you wear a mirror on your face, people are going to use it.
I'm guessing you've read the report, so you know there ain't.
Why ain't there?
Why
No
ain't there?
need. Cause of death is clear.
So this raid the other night at the cattle ranch?
I wasn't there.
Yeah, occasion from a suspect here in the racist detector.
It's not a...
The racist detective.
If you've read the report, you've watched the tapes. And if you've watched the tapes, you know he didn't talk.
Oh, you're smart, Wade.
I low-key love her. I don't know if we're supposed to, or she's a bad guy, but she's super...
Okay. Got signs. Do I even need to ask?
I'm not a cop anymore. I retired 3 years ago.
Oh, I know. And I totally understand. You have a family and it's so dangerous. Here, let me give you my card.
There's those bullets come down and hurt people?
I was just thinking that. I literally was just thinking that.
Oh, I think it might be blanks though.
Okay.
He loved his work.
Cause yeah, they tell us not to shoot up all the time.
I know, I was
Loved
so
all
thinking
of
that
you.
at the same time, babe.
Even
Yeah,
more.
they probably blanks.
Angela. And he told me what to say to his. Get along, little doggy, get along.
Oh, it's coming out of the
This device is connected to my heart, so if it stops beating, you're all fucking dead!
I'll do whatever you want. Okay? Take it easy.
Yeah, but the bomb goes off if his heart stops.
That's what he said though.
Oh.
She gonna shoot that motherfucker in the head.
Do not attempt to fuck.
Right. See? She gonna shoot that motherfucker in the head. I got my gun. Right.
Yes, I am, sir.
This does not look like this is gonna work. Is that if that's what they're doing? Well, it definitely got to space though.
It's free.
This is just so.
I think we're gonna need a thicker skin.
Did he bring all these spices to his like land?
Well, they say he might be in Vienna, right? This is Vienna. I don't know if they got bison in Vienna. Oh, he must be on somebody else's land. I mean, that hole would have already been open. He didn't just open that today.
How about that coffee now? And while I was there, I found the secret fucking compartment. Isn't that insane?
Why were you looking in his closet?
Oh, well, when my dad was murdered, they found a secret compartment in his closet, so, you know, I always check.
I always check the
Once in a
secret
while,
compartments.
hands out. Well, his wife told me that you were the only person in that bedroom since he died. And
You think she
frankly,
does?
you just don't strike me as the fainting type.
It's a fainting type. She ain't done, babe.
I eat good guys for breakfast.
Sister Night.
Well, I've never gotten that reaction.
Yeah. Ooh.
And so it's been a long day at the pearly gates. All the heroes have gone to hell. You just didn't see me. Did I give you a tap?
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
Speak up. Say something like that. Doc gives her a good long look. Quietly says, I'm the little girl who threw the brick in the air.
Is he about to show up?
It's the brick that came down.
Was that him? That was a great, like background story, not even storytelling, but the way they did that.
And another excellent episode, man.
I feel that
It was
episode
getting
went by super fast too.
Yeah.
I was very interested from beginning to end. I do love the introduction to Blake. I thought she was a super great character. I don't know exactly where she's gonna fall in all this. If she's
Yeah.
ultimately because she is taking out the vigilantes.
Vigilantes.
And how
I
that.
forgot what her superpowers were from the movies, though. From the movie that we watched. This show, if not anything, is gonna make people go back and watch
Watch
that
the
damn
other movie.
I'm telling you, it's
sure.
gonna make people watch that damn movie.
Yeah, so you guys can feel free to educate us on exactly which role she played before, but
Yeah.
I thought her character arc or her introduction was super interesting. I found her very intriguing. I absolutely love the like background joke telling to Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah.
And I loved especially at the end where ultimately I was like, that's so funny, she can't even get through a joke, which doesn't seem like her character at all. So and ultimately it shows even in that aspect how like decisive and how strategic she is in her thinking, even to that in that regard. So with the and then seeing the car drop too, which means like Dr. Manhattan actually received the message and responded to it.
And we see how much she still is obsessed with Dr. Manhattan. She even got a sex toy. She can't even go to sleep without sexing about him all day. She is missing that.
Yeah. So,
Deep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I absolutely love her character. I think she's gonna bring a lot of depth to the show too. I absolutely loved her.
Yeah,
I thought she was super
it was
interesting.
excellent, man. So she picked out everybody. She peeled apart everybody really quick. She has a good brain too. She remembers almost everything.
A good attention to detail
good
as well.
attention to detail too. So she's gonna make a great, I don't know, adversary or like trying to get people on the same page, because I think she really is there to help the police solve this problem that they have here in Oklahoma. So hopefully everybody can get on the same page and they can go for the same goal. But we do know at some point Dr. Manhattan is coming back. I don't know if it's going to be because of this phone call or if something happened, because that was in the trailer leading up to it. So eventually he will come back, and I mean, if he come back, he just shut it all down right there.
I will say too, I like the character that's working with Blake, the one that was behind the
the young FBI
I
guy.
thought he put her in her place, which is the only person so far this entire episode that was able to do that.
Yeah.
She actually had to take a step back. She was like, oh, he just did me. So I thought that was really good. So between the two of them, I'm really interested in seeing where they go for the rest of the season and what they add as far as value goes. I was just very intrigued by her character introduction.
Yeah. I can't wait to see more of Blake. Is that her name?
That's her first. Or her first name's like Lori or Laura. The last name Blake. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we got to see a little bit more from Adrian. And none of that's making nothing is more clear.
I'm thinking right now he's trying to get to space, figure out how to survive in space to maybe get to Mars. That's the only thing I can come up with to get to Dr. Manhattan.
And what's his relationship with the game hunter or game guy?
No, I think the game hunter or whatever person is the person that's keeping him, captive over there. But
does that mean he's captive then? So
yeah, that's what he said.
I know, but I'm saying, is that what that means? Like, and how did that take place? So.
That was our agreement, because they probably was hunting for him after whatever happened back in the day, and that's why they assumed that he was dead. They pretty much declared him dead. They've been searching for him. They can't find him.
Yeah, but who is this guy that's holding him captive?
I don't know. It's probably some important person, but he was the one that was like, you can come stay here and I'll keep you. I won't tell nobody. Yeah, but these are the rules you have to do. Stay fucking over there.
You can't be evil guy anymore.
And right now it seems like you're
building up to that right now. So
that's
very interesting episode. Absolutely loved it. Be sure to comment below. Let us know your own thoughts, your own takeaways, and anything we may have missed. Definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah, well, look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk reaction for The Watchmen, Season 1, Episode number 3. And until next time, people, peace.
John vibe in the air, let's go! I got the VIP locked down, cause I'm the hardest dude in the club right now. She got the VIP locked down, cause she the baddest chick in the club right now.
I got the VIP locked down, cause I'm the baddest chick in the club right now. He got the VIP locked down, cause he the hottest dude in the club right now.
Look, I'm on the guest list, walking past